Janmashtami, also known as Krishna Janmashtami or Gokula Ashtami, is a major Hindu festival in India and celebrates the birth of Lord Krishna, who happened to be the 8th incarnation of Lord Vishnu, the supreme god of Hindus. Ashtami Janmashtami is celebrated on the 8th day of the month of Bhadrapada according to the Hindu calendar. Krishna is the god of love, tenderness, and compassion. Hindu mythology portrays him as a gentle lover, an universal supreme being, and a child, like God. It is believed that Krishna was born in a dungeon of Mathura, Uttar Pradesh. According to the Bhagavad Purana, Krishna was born in the Yadava clan of Mathura to Queen Devaki and her husband King Vasudeva. Around 5000 years ago, Mathura was ruled by the kind-hearted king Ugrasen. Ugrasen had two children, Kans and Devaki. Kans was a tyrant who, along with some other demon kings, was terrorizing Mother Earth. Kans had seized the throne of Mathura from his father. There came a time when Mother Earth was unable to bear the sins and cruelty committed by evil kings and rulers. Mother Earth then prayed to Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe, to relieve her from these sinful kings. Lord Brahma prayed to the Supreme Lord Vishnu for reincarnation and to relieve the Mother Earth from these evil rulers. Lord Vishnu accepted the request and assured to defeat tyrannical forces. Meanwhile, here in Earth, Kamsa agreed to let Devaki get married to Yadava prince Vasudeva in the hopes of taking over the Yadava clan too. After their wedding, Kamsa drove the newlyweds to their palace in the royal chariot. But before Kamsa could reach the palace, a divine voice was heard saying, Kamsa, with the marriage of your sister to a Yadava prince, your days on earth are numbered. The 8th son of Devaki and Vasudeva shall end your tyrannical rule and kill you. Kamsa took out his sword and decided to kill Devaki right there and then. But after Vasudeva begged for his wife's life and promised to hand each child to Kamsa as soon as it was born, Kamsa let go of his sister and kept Devaki and Vasudeva in his prison and made sure that none of Devaki's children survived. As soon as the child was born to Devaki, Kamsa would smash the child's head against the wall of the prison. Devaki and Vasudeva feared giving birth to their 8th child. However, on the night of Krishna's birth, as soon as Krishna was born, a bright light filled the prison and Vasudeva was woken by a divine voice that guided him to take Krishna across the Yamuna and leave him with his dear friend Nandaraja. Nandaraja and his wife Yashoda had also given a birth to a baby girl that night. So Vasudeva secretly carried baby Krishna across the Yamuna river, which was no longer in its calm state, but instead was raging as if it were the ocean, not a river. Just then, Lord Vishnu's Sheshnag, a giant multi-headed snake, came and helped Vasudeva carry Krishna safely across the river. Vasudeva went to Nandaraja's house and exchanged the babies. His heart was filled with deep sadness, as if he had left a part of his soul behind. Then he headed back to the prison with the exchanged baby, who gave a loud cry as soon as she lay down next to Devaki. Then the guards informed Kamsa that the Devaki's 8th child was finally born. Devaki begged Kamsa not to kill the baby. She pleaded that the prophecy must have been wrong, as her son meant to bring the end of Kamsa. But it was a girl, not a boy. But Kamsa did not listen to her. When Kamsa tried to kill the exchanged baby, it transformed into goddesses Yogmaya and said, "Oh foolish Kamsa, what will you get by killing me? Your slayer has already taken birth. He is alive and safe. One day he will come back and punish for your sins. The day forth, you will find no peace. You will keep thinking about an inevitable end. I can end your life this very moment, but you must wait till the right time." And then the goddesses vanished. However, Kamsa was dumbstruck. He thought to himself, maybe my slayer got scared and decided not to take birth in my prison. So prophecy did not come true entirely. He was convinced that the child that had taken birth in the prison, he would have surely killed him. With a slight relief, Kamsa finally freed Vasudeva and Devaki and let them live in a separate palace. After some days, Vasudeva shared what happened on the night of the Krishna's birth. And though Devaki was sad, but she was relieved to hear her son was safe, even if he is away from her. Meanwhile, there is a celebration in Gokul. Everyone came to offer their blessings to the baby boy. Nandaraja and Yashoda named the baby Krishna, The boy had an unusual sparkling in his eyes. He never cried and kept smiling. Everyone felt an inner joy whenever they were in the company of Sri Krishna. So viewers, this was the incredible birth story of Sri Krishna. With this, we give you heartfelt greetings of Krishna Janmashtami on behalf of Indian Mythological Tales. Hope you liked our video. Subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and never miss any updates. Thank you.